I am taking up two opposition, what the opposition said and what the proposition said. The proposition is telling us that the time is imperative. They focused on that. Whereas the opposition is saying for us to take a risk in a non-profit organization called SRDF. That is the main cause that I am showing. Now, one first point that these people are trying to say. They're saying if I put money into SRDF, the government puts money into SRDF, gives it the resources, SRDF will be as good. Now I'll ask you one question. Should I go to this new non-for-profit organization and spend my money on them and try and make them good enough to get this thing to come out? Or should I use the burden of our money amongst all the people once the solution has come out to reduce the liabilities by going to Medicare, as was pointed out? And even if I give them all the resources, I give them the laboratory, I give them the hospitals, which by the way the US government does not do, even if I do it, how can I guarantee that they have the best scientists, they have the best researchers? Do they even expect us to start an employment drive? And then again, even if I do that, think about the millions of people who would have died of AIDS by then. Time is imperative. Everyone wants a solution. Ask the person who's on the deathbed today with AIDS, what is the most precious thing to him? He'll say time.
You're talking about millions of people who die of AIDS by that time. What if you restrict it to the US by using the state and then abroad people can't get it? Would millions of people die there?
Let me come to this now. He was talking about the other parts of the world. We, the American government, work for our own government. Our company, Kumar Corporation, will take this drug to the world. Now it is for the courts of the world to decide. Not for us. The courts of the world to decide at what price it's sold in their company. Just like what they talked about, the drug which was rejected in India. It was done by an Indian court. It is still patented in the US. No one is stopping any other country from thinking about the best thing for themselves. But we work for America. They will think how to best work for them. And we suggested a solution for us. Yes.
The United States has killed millions of Afghanis and Iraqis. Are you proposing that you want them to die by AIDS?
I do not get how war and this are related. We are bringing a drug quicker, and that quicker would help rather than reduce. Whereas the opposition is trusting themselves on a risk, on a bias. Okay. Now, they talked a lot about Kumar's credentials. Tell me something. How do you become the best drug manufacturer in the world? You must be doing something good. Kumar Corporation's credentials are justified by its results. That is what I am trying to say. Also, what does Kumar do with the money that it is generating in profit? It puts it back into research and tries and improves the drug. If a non-profit organization gives its money out for free, they expect the government to pay for improvement of the drug. Where will they get the resources, the non-for-profit, to go on with the drug? Kumar is taking money so it can be better, and it's the best organization which is available in the best in the United States, and that is why the government is going for it. The government is going for the best rather than picking up a new company. Mr. Chadda, as our Honorable Prime Minister pointed out, is being given a generous sum by Kumar for it. He was a lab rat. He's going to be a lab rat. He's going to go there for tests and experiments. Kumar is providing him with the compensation of that, as my Honorable Prime Minister said. Can a non-for-profit do that?
Okay. Can the government do that?
You have the right to reject it. You have the right to reject it.
Okay. Now I'll come back to my main point, which is again they mentioned that even we cannot. Can Kumar a corporation guarantee a solution? Maybe not. But look at probability. One point they missed out, which is far more probable solution. And it's pretty obvious. A person who has done it before, bought out such high profile drugs before, will do a much better job than an inexperienced person. Who do you pick for a job? A person who has the right credentials, has the right amount for it. And as far as, again, like I said before, if they are expensive, they're doing it for a reason. They will try and improve upon the drug, they'll have the money for it. And now, finally, Medicare. I do not understand why the government says, the opposition says that Medicare is a flawed subsidy. Medicare has been going on for more than 40 years in our country. 40 years. And the opposition at this time is pointing it out. That is my question to you. Medicare is one solution which we are basing it on, and the brilliant thing is, by spending money in Medicare, we are sharing the liability amongst everyone. Also, we will have the cure by then, when the government starts spending money on it. Zero risk. We have the solution, then we let the poor in our country buy it. And so I'd like to conclude with what happened here. I'll conclude. Fast solution, quicker solution, better solution, which will affect the American people faster. The money involved would actually maybe less for the government in this.
Good evening, everyone. After a detailed analysis of the curious case of Mr. Chadha, the proposition seems to be heavily inclined towards bestowing the research, development and manufacturing rights of the elusive care for the so far incurable HIV virus to the distinguished private pharmaceutical company Kumar Corporation. I don't know from what fact exactly does this infallible confidence stem, but I do smell the stench of corporate lobbying in the air. The proposition accuses us of being unsympathetic towards Mr. Chadda's feelings by involving monetary propositions and accusations. But I would like to ask the members of the parliament that if you consider Mr. Chadda, would he be like to remembered as a guy who sold his medical condition for $1 million or an altruist who helped in bringing change to the world?
Do you not believe it's Mr. Chadda's choice to? If he wishes to take the money, why can't he?
Are you surely convinced that the other choice is Mr. Chadda's?
But
you were not sure about Mr. Chadda yourself.
You cannot counter.
Again, one very important point stated by the proposition was about Medicare. They said that using the concept of Medicare, they can counter the problem of price. However, I would like to ask them, the taxpayers' money they are utilizing in Medicare, why not utilize that money in providing financial and technical assistance to SRDF as well as provide the required compensation which they talk about to Mr. Chadda? Then they raved highly about the high standards of R&D as well as efficiency of Kumar Corporation. If I am not wrong, there have been many national drug testing centers and research laboratories set up which are not simply for display. If the government is utterly convinced about the testing procedures of Kumar Corporation, probably they have lost all faith in their own standard operating procedures. They feel that a drug developed by SRDF, if it goes through their own standard procedures.
Can you please clarify how the private companies are testing the drugs? They
have their own R&D and testing centers. when a private company is in possession of the drug, when it has the rights to manufacture the drug, all the processes associated with the drug belong to it. On another note, again, while mentioning Medicare, the Deputy PM, this is the point that non-Americans are important too, and it is important for America to set an example. Reinforcing the point of the opposition, I would again like to state that it is completely feasible to provide the drug if SRDF gets technical and financial aid. The opposition believes that even the fact of a slightly longer time can be countered by the great proposition that you are getting free healthcare, and that too of such an elusive drug. Finally, I would like to reinforce the opposition views and highlight the risk of evergreening of the patent as well as monopolizing of the market by the only private player, that is Kumar Corporation. Concluding my address, I would like to say that it is the responsibility of any government to provide portable, accessible and universal healthcare, and that is only possible when the government, in association with SRDF, manufactures the drug. Thank you.
The reply speech will be from your side.